In this video, we'll explain how to create a game using Sprite Lab from Code.org. First of all, we need to sign in to Code.org. So open a new tab, type Code.org, click sign in. If you didn't join your section on Code.org, you need to follow joining section step.org. You're gonna find them on Google Classroom assignment 4. Definitely we're having different sections for 7B and for 7A, so you need to copy your section code and type your section code here, then click go. He will ask you to create an account for yourself on Code.org, so type in your name, then your email, the password you're gonna use to sign in to Code.org, then confirm the password and select your age from here, then select your gender and click register. After clicking register, you will be inside your Code.org account. Those steps will be done once, okay? Every time you're gonna sign into Code.org, you're going to click sign in and enter the email and the password you used to register for the account on Code.org. Then click sign in. First of all, we're going to create a Sprite Lab project. From create, click Sprite Lab. Now we're having a Sprite Lab project. Then you need to, with our name, so type your name / final project. Here we have our workspace where we're going to place our blocks on, and here we have the blocks, and the blocks are divided into different categories. Category number 1 will be world for changing the background, setting a random color for the background, even play a sound. Sprites contains the blocks for adding a new sprite, remove a sprite, change a sprite. Locations contain the blocks to change and control the location of the sprites on the screen. Actions, the actions will be done by your sprite and sprite as the character. Events are actions will be done from the user side to interact more with the game. For example, if or when we press down or right or clicking the space button or clicking the right, the left and the down arrow and so on. If move it back, if a sprite touches another sprite, what will happen, and so on. Then we're having behaviors, and behaviors are the behavior of your sprite. It will grow, it will shrink, it will move to the east, to the south, to the north, and so on. Here we have the screen where our game will be displayed in, and here we have the run. When we click the run, the game will work. Step number 1, we need to add a background for our game, so we're going to remove the sprite here. Okay, then from world we need to set a background. We're having two options: to have a color From locations, we're going to select a random location and place it here. Run. Now we're having our 4 sprites or our flies in different random locations. We need to add one more sprites. From sprites, drag make new. Okay, our sprite will be a cupcake and we're going to place it here. Okay, I need to change the size of the cupcake. It's too big, so from action we're having set size to, drag it here. Okay, our sprite is a cupcake and the size will be 50. Having a value less than 100 will make your sprite smaller. Adding a sprite greater than 100 will make your sprite bigger. So we're gonna make it like 50. Sorry, instead of 50, make it 80. Okay, so this is nice. Now we need to add some behaviors, some moves to our sprites. For the flies, we're going to select from behaviors. Okay, sprite begins when the game starts. Okay, the flies will from behaviors again, they will move everywhere as wandering. Okay, so run. So they are moving everywhere. Okay, once we started, they will move everywhere. And make sure that you select sprite begins, as we're having a different block for, sorry, from behaviors, we're having sprite stops. Okay, so if you selected sprite stops, nothing will happen, it will stop. You need to select sprite begins. Now we need to add some interaction for our game. We need to move the character using the arrows we're having here, up, down, right, and left. So from events, when up pressed, what will happen? Move to action. From actions, we're going to select move character or the sprite 10 pixels to north. Okay. Reset and run. Click the up arrow. Sorry, we didn't change character. It should be our character. Reset and run again. Click the up arrow. He will move up. Okay. Now we need to add more events for the left arrow, the down arrow, the right arrow. So from events again, when the down arrow pressed, from actions select move your sprite, our sprite, to the south. Okay, and we're going to repeat the same action for the right and the left events. The east, and for the left arrow, the last one, event left. From actions he will move to the west. Okay, reset and run. I'm using the keyboard arrows up, right, sorry, left, and okay. We're going to add another event. When the character touches the cupcake will change its location and take a random location. So from event, drag when sprite touches, change the first one to be the character and the second one to be the cupcake. Okay, when the character touches the cupcake, what will happen? Actions. Jump to a different location. Okay, place it here. Cake will jump to a random location. Reset and run. Moving up, okay, to the left. Okay, the cupcake will take a random location, moving to the right, and so on. To add more constraints on our game, we're gonna add a code that will return the character back to his original place when he touches any of the flies. So events again, when touches, okay, any of the fly, he will return back to here to his original place. So actions, we're going to select jump to, and instead of random location, okay, move it here from locations. Okay, select any location, now location 2 and 2, open this one and place your character here. Reset and run. Okay, try to touch any of the flies. Okay, we didn't change the bunny. Okay, reset and run again. Okay. Okay, he will return back. Okay, if he touches any of the flies, he will return back. Moving to the right, up, he will return back. Okay, we need to get rid of them. Okay, up, and so on. Now we need to complete our game by adding a score. We're going to add the score on main 2 steps. Step number 1, we need to type on the screen the word score. To add a text, to add a title, to type anything on your screen, use the text show screen, show title screen, place it here after the background. Okay, here in the title we're going to type score. Okay, there is no for subtitle, drag it here. Step number 2 will be creating a variable. What do we mean by a variable? A variable is a space in the computer memory, okay, where we're going to save our score. We need to reserve a space in the memory, give it a name, any name, score, SI, any name. And in that space, we're going to save our score. Okay, so variables, set I to, or set your variable to, okay, here, before the title, change the name or give a name to your variable, rename it to be score. So by creating a variable, create, named it a score, now we're having a space in the computer memory where we're going to add our score in that space. The starting value for our score will be 0. So from math, add a 0. So the initial value or the starting value for our variable is 0. Now we need to display the value of the variable here. Score equals 0. Okay, we're going to join the score with the variable, the text score, to the variable score using a join from join. Okay, we need to add the score here and the variable here. Again, from variables, drag score, the name of our variable. Okay, the join is joining the score, the title, and the value of the score, the variable, and place them here in the title. So our score equals 0. Scroll down to the event when the character touches the cupcake. The cupcake jumps to a random location and the score now should be added by 1. From here, variables, okay, set score to, set the variable score to. We need to increase the variable of the score, which is 0 to 1. From math, we're going to use an equation with a plus sign. Here, instead of 0, we're going to add the variable name, the score, and add 1 instead of 0. So whenever the character touches the cupcake, it will jump to a different place and the value of the score will be increased by 1. Run, move up, okay, to the left. Okay, click stay away from the flies, try to catch the cupcake. Okay, the cupcake changed its place, but the score doesn't change. Okay, actually it doesn't change because the text here, okay, as the last value of score, which is 0, we need to update the title displayed on the screen with the new value of the variable score. So scroll down. Okay, here in the code of when the character touches the cupcake, and after the equation of adding 1 to the variable score, we're going to add a new title here, show title screen, and we're going to use the join again. There is no need for the subtitle. Okay, from text join. Okay, we're going to join the text score. Okay, with the variable score, from variables, drag score and join it here. Now reset and run. This time it will work and score, yes, 1, and stay away from them. And okay, keep on playing. Before leaving, here we have an event of pressing the right and the left and up and down arrows. We're having here in the drop down menu when and while. The difference between when and while, when we're using when, okay, we need to keep on pressing the up and the down arrow. Okay, we need to keep on pressing them. If we're selecting while, okay, here we have while for the right and for the left. Okay, just one click, okay, on the left arrow or the right arrow. Here I'm clicking the left arrow. Okay, it will go fast. Reset and run. Okay, it will be too fast, the run, and the left will be fast. So if you need your character to move fastly, use while. If you need to keep on clicking, use when. Thanks for watching.